Welcome back, everybody. Today I'll be doing a little master series, a Q&A. So if anybody has any questions in the game or about the game, I'll answer them. What I know, which is a lot. Not everything, but a lot. So, as I do in all my videos, beginning, I like to show people recognition for subscribing. So the people that subscribed while I was offline, or I'll go ahead and get all their stuff back up there. Now, all these people have recently subscribed. Either I missed or they subscribed while I was offline. So I just like to give people recognition. It's kind of a way to say, hey, I appreciate subscribe. So, anyway, I've seen a bunch of people have. Well, I watched various streamers. I've seen people having issues on multiplayer. But first, we'll give you a tour. I like to give tours. So this is my little area here. If you've been following my streams, you know we've worked on this area pretty good. So, this is our little hut, little mud hut. We have our little fireplace here. We don't have no windows. I don't know why the windows didn't get built. We have our little parapet, I guess our little open area up here, so we can defend against natives. We can get bow shots and stuff off here on natives. And you can duck native shots and stuff, so they start shooting arrows at you too. So, what we might end up doing is putting a wall around if we can even do that. So that's one thing we're going to try to do today. So, the only thing I will see, if you're on the ground floor and you have, even if you had mud walls, it seems like the natives can hit through the walls. So don't stand. So it's not a good idea to stand around any wall because the natives can get through it. So we have our fish traps. We have a couple piranhas in here, angelfish. Some piranhas out there. This is our mud filter, our water filter. It's made of mud. So you just collect rainwater here, and it's full here. So I drink some of it. You'll see it'll just start going down, and it'll fill this. This will filter through and fill this up. So this is excellent. It's way more efficient than this right here. Stick stands, of course. We have a couple fruit trees growing. This is our main fire area. It's our main cooking area. So storage box, our bone collection for all the natives. Look at some garbage. There's only like one or two other people playing this besides me on here, so. Got a couple banana trees growing. This tree right here grows fruit that that says unknown fruit, but what it does is when you eat it, it tells you right here. So it gives you 16 carbs, 8 hydration, and -2 parasites. So you may wonder how you get parasites. You get parasites from eating, or well, eating if you're dirty. So if you say, for instance, carry this mud around and you get muddy from it, or you kill something, or if you like butcher up an animal you kill, you get dirty that way. Rain washes it off, of course, but that's how you get parasites. You gotta keep clean. The way you clean yourself is just right click on the water, wash yourself. So So that's basically that. That's basically the base. So another thing people do, if you find a parrot, something, anything you can put in your inventory, like a fish, that you're not going to cook immediately. Like I said, you keep this, you have this prawn and this angelfish, but you don't want to cook them immediately. You don't even want to fix them. If you look at your inventory, they don't expire. So, like you look at this, it don't expire. Or this does. The angelfish body expires. It's the only thing. But the big fish, like the piranhas, the bass, and the airwandas, yeah, those fish don't decay as long as you don't harvest them. Now, if you harvest him, then he's going to decay 19 hours. So, one thing, like, I'm going to go ahead and fill this biden up. I'm going to throw these other two bidens in the chest, or right here on the ground. We don't need them right now. It always rains in my game. I don't know why. It's like I'm living in a monsoon season, I guess. I don't know why it says dirty. It's glitched. Let me, see if I can fix it. I'll fix it. I'll just drop it on the ground and pick up one of these other ones. This is good, just don't hold as much. Shoot. There you go. The metal body you find over there where the truck is. Yeah, right over here. So, this is where we are. Those. This is a drug camp. So, this is a direct Jeep on the side of the road. This is where you get the grappling hook. So, if you look at my guy's backpack, I have the grappling hook. So, that's one of the grappling hook spawns. So a lot of people are like, all right, we'll go look at the plants. If I get any type of daylight, what time is it anyway? 5 o'clock. That's where they need to slow down the daggone day-night cycle. Make your days go by so quick. So when you first start the game, you want to look for stuff like this. And go ahead and pick these up. Because if you get an infection, you're going to have to put maggots on your wound. That's just all you're going to have to do. Take your bone. Take your bone. These come in important, especially if you pass out early game or you sleep on anything like a leaf bed. If you fall on a leaf bed, you're going to get worms. So you need these right here. And the way you make them, you just harvest the bone. So you got the 2 bones. The way you make a bandage with monolaria leaf is you just craft. You can also use this leaf to make tinder for your fire. So in order to do that, you just harvest it. Then you have the fire to use the fiber to start fires with. Very important. Early game to know all that. So we'll go ahead and we'll rest till daylight again, till morning time. So the game is very, like, unforgiving. So kind of best to take your time playing. Got up a little early. Hungry. I know you're hungry, dude. Just chill out. Right. 10 o'clock. Go in here. Get our food cooked. Capybaras, which are like the little giant looking rat things. They give you like 68 protein per her. So they're real real healthy. I'm not worried about drinking because I can get drink water right out of here. So what do you look like? What are you looking at? Get water. Drink some water. Alright, on with the survival stuff. So Melanera plant. See if we can find it real quick. I thought there was one. Yeah, there it is. This is the plant you're looking for bandages. So you smack it with a knife or a hatchet or anything, and you get the plant itself. And I already showed you how to make bandages. Here's it is. Here's another one right here. So they come in handy. Alright. So what else do we need to find? Always keep your inventory full of everything. The ropes. Alright, cool. Got them full on ropes. This right here is an unknown herb, which you can make into. It's a lily. So if you take this, for instance, you'll get an unknown herb or unknown flower. So if you go in here to your backpack, and you take your bandage, you go to craft, and you pull this over here, you're going to get a lily dressing. Now, lily dressing does two things. It's anti-venom, and it's antihistamine. So if you get a rash or anything like that, I can have bleach on me. If you get a rash or anything like that, it helps cure it of that. So in rashes, you don't want your sanity to go away, because your sanity, you lose a lot of sanity. On multiplayer, you lose 20 sanity per if any of your friends die. So you lose 20 sanity just for that. And if 3 of you die, that's 60 sanity, and then you're going to start going crazy. So it's very hard to get your sanity back up. I mean, it's not hard, it's just time consuming. You have to eat well, you have to sleep well. And you have to be in a well-lit area, like a fire around you. Fire near you. So we have a native. I don't know if he's coming. Natives, like, I've been alive in this game for 18 days, traveled 35 kilometers. So natives, late game, like after a couple days, become a hindrance, an annoyance. So, some things that attract natives: open fires, running through the woods in a big gaggle. So if they're around, they're going to hear it. So if they hear it, they're going to come. If they see a fire, they're going to come to it. So, another thing you can do, you can take these big stones instead of carrying them. If you pick it up, you're going to carry it. It's like so. If you drop it, then you harvest it, you get little stones. Little stones is what you use to make, like, say you take 2 stones, you can make a stone blade. So I already have one, so it's not going to go in my backpack. There's our little rubbish pile for our used coconuts that we used to use for water. Bag of peanuts. Alright, so we'll go this way. So that's the basics of survival and stuff like that. The Melanera plants, the ones you use for bandages, are very important to find for the beginning of the game. If a snake don't get you, and if a spider or What's the other one? Scorpion don't get you. And I'm trying to find the tobacco plant. If you find the lily plant, which is I think is easier to spot than the tobacco plant, then that's probably one of your best bets too. I want to say there were some daggone natives down here. As far as hunting, I'll go over that too. As far as hunting, a lot of people don't know that you can throw your weapons in this game, apparently. I've seen people just chase people down with sticks or spears. Apparently, like this is a tribal spear I got from off a native, but you can throw this. Oh, shut up. Maybe not. Maybe not the spear, but you can throw this knife though, for sure. So. Oh, there's a caiman. We'll go ahead and get the caiman. The caiman meat, I think. Oh, look. Caiman meat does a lot more for you. Hello, caiman. Yeah. Oops, missed. Headshots are the way to go. So. My arrow back. So we don't want all the bones, because I have plenty of bones, so I'm just going to throw them out. Leave them there. You see, this is what I'm saying down here. If you look down here, this is, you got blood on you. So you don't want that on you. If you eat anything, you risk the chance of getting parasites. So go down here. Make sure there's no piranhas. Well, not really. Piranhas don't really bother you unless you're in the water for any amount of time. Go ahead and wash it off. There you go. Angelfish and stuff. So you can fish in the game. There's two different types of fishing poles. There's a bamboo pole and a what they call a fishing pole. Bamboo poles made with a long bamboo rod, rope, a feather. And we can make one real quick. So we go about making a bamboo or a fishing rod. We'll go get back over here to the camp where I can get a long bamboo. Also, don't, if you're like me, I played the game enough, I don't run a lot. Because you run, the longer you can keep your energy up, the better you are. So. Jumping takes energy and stuff like that. But if your energy don't go down, the energy bar, you don't use your energy bar, so like if I'm running, the energy bar goes down. The bar below it's the your available energy. So it's how tired you are. If you run less, you're going to be tired less, so it just makes common sense. Like I said about the parrot, you can carry the parrot in your inventory forever. Let's get back over here and see what's going on. Get back over here, get a fire going. Always collect sticks. Be careful around these things if you see them. Especially if you're doing any working around them. If you're picking stuff up around them, if you see one, just wait until it goes by until you pick something up. Because I'm telling you from experience, you don't want to touch them. So that's like a level 8 poison a lot of times. Let's go here and see if we can find us a long bamboo stick. Long bamboo stick. Bamboo up here, I think. We'll cut one anyway. So the cool thing about bamboo stick, you can just always right click on anything. Like, yeah, so a long bamboo stick, you can right click on it and click harvest. You can automatically make a spear. You don't need anything else to make a bamboo spear. It's not as strong as a stone spear, but it's better than nothing. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this stick down here. Do I have everything to make it with? Do I have any feathers? No, I don't have any feathers. We'll go ahead and harvest this parrot and get his feathers. Alright. So we have our little parrot meat there. Piranha meat, don't worry about it. It's spoiled, who cares? Piranha. So what you can do is right click on the long bamboo stick. You can take a feather. Take a Brazil nut. And I think it's a rope. Could be 2 ropes. Alright, what we got here? There you go. Bamboo fishing rod. So it's 2 feathers, a rope, and a Brazil nut. So you can craft you a fishing pole. So I don't have space for it in my backpack, so I'm not going to carry it. It's basically a bamboo fishing pole. Look at all. Didn't feel like flying. Oh, and Brazil nuts. You get Brazil nuts from... I'll show y'all real quick. These big trees up here, they're all over the map. These trees right here, if you look down in these areas, see, there's a Brazil nut right there. And the Brazil nut gives you, once you harvest it, here, well, it gives you 1 carb, 2 protein, 35 fats. It also raises your sanity plus 2. So, comes in real handy. And there's a tobacco plant. Let's see if I can find that real quick. Find one real quick for y'all. Thought there was one over this way. Thought I saw one over here. Maybe not. Tobacco plant is also what you want to find if you get poisoned. Like the lily plant. Kind of, but not. I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time looking for it, but... And people have this excuse that it's like, oh, we didn't play the, we don't know how to play the game because we didn't play the single-player version of the game. Which I'm like going to call bullshit, because when I first started playing this game, there was no single-player. You just had to learn. And there was no wikis. So, the only way you played the game was first thing, the game's totally common sense. So, if you have a lot of good common sense, then you'll do alright with the game. Alright, I'm not seeing no tobacco here close. People ask, some people I've seen were talking about torches and stuff in the game. I don't carry a torch at night if I'm walking through the woods because it attracts natives. So like I said, this is another melanera plant. This is for bandages and for fire, making fire. So I'll grab some of that. It always comes in handy. There's a snake way over there. I like to dispatch them as quickly as possible. You can also eat them. This plant right here, do not eat it. But if you harvest this, I think, so. Somebody mentioned this. You can't harvest it. So don't eat it. Sometimes you get like a fruit out of it or something, but you can't eat. This is a road. It takes you throughout the game. Alright, so we're full up on sticks. We don't need anything else as far as like gear. We'll head back to camp. Those mushrooms are good if you're boiling in water. So if you take a coconut bowl and you boil the bowl, put the bowl on a fire, and I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. Larva, this is your bait for your fishing pole once you make a bone hook. We'll go back down here. So you can make, if you don't have small sticks, you can always harvest a stick and make small sticks out of it. Alright. Let's go ahead and make this fire real quick. And your dude has to be sufficiently not tired to build a fire. Alright, so my dude was alive enough to make it. So you can take this bowl, put it down here. You take any type of mushroom or like your Biden, put water in there and it boils the water. So you can make soup. Like say, alright, so I'm making a soup. Meat soup. Let's go ahead and put our thing up on this grill. This is a grill rack, apparently, supposedly. Another thing, you want to put a cover over top of your fires, always, especially if you're in the open, because if you're not, the rain will just make the fire go out.
I need to rest.
Drink the meat soup, we get 13 protein, 10 hydration, 12 energy, which you wouldn't have got if you ate that macaw by itself. So, this is glitched right now. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Put it down here. I don't know why it wasn't cooking on the thing. So, soups, you can put mushroom in soups and stuff like that. So, go ahead and make us another meat soup. It's always good to have the coconuts laying around near a fire because, you see, I got 45 proteins, 10 hydration, 10 energy. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping it so I don't have to sleep. So I'm full on protein right now. I just need carbs. So carbs you get from fruit. These fruit only give you like 5 carbs, so they're not really beneficial. But they give you hydration. They give you 5 carbs and 8 hydration. So. Let's go over here to the banana tree. Bananas are an excellent source of carbs because they give you 25 carbs per banana. I got one more in there. So we get 25 carbs per banana. So now we're looking like, yeah, we're looking good now. So that's a basics game. I just wanted to do a quick video. Basics. So my only tip would be for beginning is to get yourself oriented with your compass. And always when you spawn, always do like a complete 360 to get your bearings right when you spawn. Because you can miss stuff right off the spawn. So when you spawn in, alright, say if you spawn in, like one of the spawns is right up here next to that rock right up the top of the hill. Here's a tobacco plant right here, FYI. This is the tobacco plant. So if you cut it, there you go, there's your tobacco. Flowers don't do anything, but the leaves do. So to make a...
I need to rest.
Hush. Alright, say you craft a leaf bandage. You have your leaf bandage and you right click on it and craft. You drag your tobacco leaf on there. It's tobacco dressing. So that's anti-poison. Heals poison. Now you can see I have a plethora of anti-poison stuff. Because frogs, these things, accidentally grab one, that's going to tear your ass up. If you go into caves, you got to watch for scorpions and spiders. Because they'll tear you up. In the woods, you got to watch out for spiders. You'll hear them. It'll be like something's walking around, but you can't hear it. So, I want to cook this real quick to see what it does. See, listen. That's a spider. You can't see him. See him right there? He's right there where my pointer is. He'll come walking to you. See him? So you got to watch out for those things. I want to see what this thing right here makes on soup. If it makes anything. Where'd my mushroom go? A new mushroom. So anyway, like I was saying, when you first spawn in, you want to spawn... You want to look at your surroundings. You want to... best way I oriented myself is when I spawn, I run northwest area to get to this coastline, to get to this area here, because this is probably one of the better areas to have, because you've got a source of water, you got plenty of food, because you can fish, you can hunt, you know, it's you can fish and you can hunt, and you have access to water, whether it's by rain or from here. You have a water filter, or you want to boil it. So that's that. Let's go ahead and drink this, see what it does. Okay, 15 carbs, 10 hydration, sanity plus 1. You gain sanity from eating it, but you gain 15 carbs. That's pretty cool. That's a little test. So anyway, that's my little video. If I'll be doing a stream later on this afternoon. Yeah. If you have any questions, just hang out and ask. Anyway, thank everybody for watching. Have fun.